Hello, so we're back, and this time we have a nice laptop to repair. It's a Acer Predator Helios 300. It is a nice laptop. It is. The problem with this one, more complicated. Yeah, so I'm gonna translate the customer letter. What he's saying, the laptop is working, but when he's trying to play a game, the laptop beeping and is shutting down. So what do you think? Can we fix it? Can we help this customer? Let's see. Let's see. I mean, for me, this is a pretty straightforward fault, and the fact actually the laptop is dead is telling me a lot of things. Let's plug a charger and see what it's doing. Okay, let me grab the Acer plug. We made a bunch of videos about this specific fault. So we have the Acer plug. Let me see what current I have here. Let me raise the current to 4 amps. Good. Raising the voltage to 19. Good. Let's plug the charger. Plug in the charger. I can see, I'm not sure if you can hear the power supply clicking for like a fraction of a second. I can see the current. Yeah, the current LED is flashing shortly. And you can hear the click. Anyway, of course, if I'm pressing the power button, the laptop, it will work. No, it's not working. Wait, the customer said the laptop is working. I can't believe. I was scammed. Laptop is working. That's what the customer is saying. Nothing is dead. Sorry, the charger was not properly plugged in. So you have the charging light, but it's not charging. Customer forgot to tell me actually the laptop is not charging. Of course, it's part from the issue. Pressing the power button and the laptop, it is coming on and it's working. I really believe the customer, the laptop is working and it's shutting down. Yeah, you can see? Good. This is a common fault. And the laptop, it's open. Yeah. What is the fault? The fault is the first MOSFET. First MOSFET is shorted. Yeah. Let's see. 0 ohms. You can see. And now you'll ask yourself, okay, sorry, but if the MOSFET has 0 ohms, why the laptop be shutting down? A shorted MOSFET is performing, compared with a wire, a lot worse compared with a working MOSFET. So in this case, we have 0.2, and here we have, like 0.3. So you have 0.1 ohms across the MOSFET without current. When you come with the current, it's a lot worse. Just to give you an example, I don't think we can test with the oscilloscope 100%. But even with the multimeter, we can test with the multimeter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch 20 volts. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna unplug the battery. So we have the multimeter. I think we can prove the point with the multimeter. Let me plug the charger. Plug in the charger. 20 volts. Let me lower the voltage. 19.2, right? So at the input of the MOSFET, we have 19.7 actually. Let me round it to 19 volts. Okay, so at the input, yeah, pay attention there. We have 19.0. Then we have the second MOSFET, then we have the current sensor. Okay, on the current sensor, we have 18.5. I mean, we done nothing. We lost 0.5 volts with no current drawing on the laptop. Just to understand how poor is performing a shorted MOSFET. I mean, it's not like poor performing. It's because it's shorted, because also the gate is shorted, but the gates of these two MOSFETs are together. Not sure if you can see the configuration here. So here, 19.5. Why the laptop is not charging? Because we are losing current? No, because the BQ chip has short circuit MOSFET detection. And he's seeing the MOSFET is shorted and it will not charge. So we have 18.5. If I'm plugging the battery, check that, 17 volts. You seen that? You seen that? Yeah, just to understand what's going on here. Yeah, it's a common fault. It's not even point testing with the games. Yeah, that's why the laptop is shutting down when the customer is gaming. Good. I would say let's replace that MOSFET. Perfect. Let's take the hot air about 480 degrees. It is on focus. 480. Good. Let's remove the MOSFET. And the MOSFET is removed. This is a channel N MOSFET. And on my box, I do have a... Yeah, check here. So those MOSFETs are even stronger compared with the original one. P21 and 03, and the original one is... Wait, I have the same MOSFET. I can't believe. So check that. Actually, these MOSFETs are very strong, and I'm using on like any laptop. So P21 and 03 and my one are exactly the same, you can see. So probably for the first time on this channel, we are replacing a genuine part with another genuine part. So we have a brand new MOSFET here. Yeah, it is brand new. What I will do, I will dip the MOSFET into the rosin. Perfect. And now we can solder the MOSFET. And the MOSFET is soldered. So what do you think, it will work or not? That's the question. That's my question. A good sign of a working motherboard, it will be if the laptop is charging. So let me cool down the board quickly. I will plug the battery. Battery is plugged. Let's plug the charger. So plug in the charger. Let's see. It's taking no current. Okay, that's bad. Why is taking no current? Wait a second. Wait a second. What happened here? The main power rail is 19 volts. Pressing the power button, and the laptop it is coming on. Critical low battery. Why the laptop is not charging? Let's check the battery voltage. Let's check the voltage on the main power rail. Yeah, the voltage on the main power rail is 19 volts. So you can see now we are losing nothing. 19 volts here, 19 volts are the input. Yeah, before these two MOSFETs and after these two MOSFETs. But still, the laptop is not charging. Battery voltage, 0 volts. Let's come with the power supply. Let me lower the current. Battery is taking no current, no voltage, nothing. It's just dead. Now the battery is charging. Check that. Yeah. I'm gonna raise the current 2 amps, so the battery is charging fine. So the battery is good. Perfect. 19 volts. Plug in the charger. Check that. Check on the screen. 2 amps. What do you think? 2 amps. Of course, that current is going into the battery. If I'm gonna unplug the battery, check here. Fine. Plugging back the battery. You have to wait just a little bit. Pre-charge current, 180 milliamps. Yeah, the battery is too low. 2 amps charging current. Working fine. The battery was disconnected earlier, yeah. So you can hold the battery with a power supply in order, to start the charging process. But the laptop is fixed. So even now with 2 amps, yeah, so check, we are drawing 2 amps through the 2 MOSFETs. If we are checking the voltage, yeah, but I'm gonna check the input voltage because I'm losing current even on my wires. So the input voltage is, check on the screen, 18.8, right? That's the power which is getting into the laptop. On the current sensor, we have 80.7. We are losing just a little bit, 2 amps. But where we are losing this current, 1 second. After the first MOSFET, we have 18.8. Yeah. We are losing more across the second MOSFET. Yeah, like 30 millivolts. But it's fine. It's working fine. So no MOSFET is shorted now, because if this it will be shorted, then it will not charge, but it is charging. So what do you think? You can keep in mind this fault? I mean, we can check the second MOSFET, but always is the first MOSFET. Second MOSFET, good. Another way to check is the gate voltage. So on the gate, we should have 25 volts, around 25 volts. On the gate, check on the screen, we have 24.7 on the gate of the MOSFET. And the gate of the both MOSFETs are connected together. So even if you check on the second one, you'll find the same voltage. So the laptop, it is fixed. If I'm starting the laptop, I don't have enough current on my power supply to carry the charge and the battery. Yeah, it's beeping because the power supply is getting disconnected, you can see. Yeah, I don't have enough current. But the laptop, it is repaired. So have in mind, a shortened MOSFET, you'll think, okay, it's a wire, it will work better. Actually, it's worse compared with a working MOSFET or actually a wire. I mean, you've seen, we plug the battery and the voltage dropped to 17, but just think, if the laptop is working and you start a game and it's taking a lot of current, this one, probably the charger is like 10 amp charger, then the voltage, it will goes that low, the laptop, it will shut down. And it will shut down because low voltage, yeah. Of course, if you have a charged battery, it will work on the battery, but the battery was not charging, the battery was dead. So I'm gonna stop now. I'll say thank you for watching, like, subscribe if you like the video, and see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, if you find my content being helpful, don't forget you can support this channel by pressing the join button, and you can get instantly access to our members only cool collection and Discord private channels for support with your repairs. Also, you can have a look on our United Kingdom eBay, where you can find some cool and unique products, United States eBay store, or our Patreon page. Thank you.